Who doesn't dream of being rich and famous? But having the world at your feet at a very young age can be a bit overwhelming, as the pressure of stardom has often led child celebs to ruin their own careers. Number 10. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was someone who had it all. She was one of the most loved and well-recognized child stars of her time. From her first big break in The Parent Trap all the way to Mean Girls, Lilo was able to earn in millions thanks to several good movie role choices. However, things started going downhill when she was arrested numerous times for being involved in road accidents under the influence of drugs, for which she also had to serve some time in jail. In 2007, she was found guilty of possessing cocaine and was sentenced to check into rehab. After serving her sentence, she tried her best to stay undercover and out of the media spotlight, but that only lasted for a couple of years. She again made headlines for being sentenced to 90 days in jail after missing an important hearing. If things couldn't get any worse, Lindsay was also charged with jewelry theft in 2011. This series of fines and counseling attempts not only drained much of her fortune and tarnished her public image, but also had a terrible effect on her career, as she couldn't focus on acting anymore. Number 9. Juliana Rose Mariello. Anyone who's been a fan of LazyTown as a kid would definitely remember this pink-haired, bubbly girl who played the main lead, Stephanie, in the series. Her brilliant performance in LazyTown proved she was undeniably talented, as she earned a Daytime Emmy Award nomination and an Academy and Film Award nomination as well. But being a child celeb is no easy task, as Juliana was involved in some serious controversies. From being arrested for prostitution to committing suicide through drug overdose, Juliana's life has been a bit of a roller coaster ride. She was once dressed in a boob tube for the show, and that was enough to turn her into a sex symbol. She was later asked by an undercover officer if she would spend a night with him for $900, and she agreed, upon which she was charged for prostitution. She was also arrested for trespassing with criminal intent in the state of Virginia. Juliana's wild adventures eventually led her to take a break from her acting career, and she went on to complete her education. Number 8. Amanda Bynes. Much like Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Bynes also became America's sweetheart at a very young age, starred in her commercial at the age of 7, and moved on to stage productions. She later landed a big role in a Nickelodeon TV series and simultaneously hosted her own program as well. Amanda also appeared in a WB sitcom, followed by a list of successful rom-coms that proved she really was the man. But unfortunately, she couldn't handle the fame very well, as she was soon making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Bynes was involved in a car accident in 2012 with a police vehicle and was arrested to be driving under the influence of drugs. She was later involved in more hit-and-run accidents and had her license suspended. In 2013, she was arrested on the grounds of drug abuse in her apartment. It's also reported that she was responsible for the starting of a fire in a residential area later that year and went into psychiatric rehab. She literally let the fame get to her head. In 2014, Amanda got her driving license back, and just when things seemed to be getting better, she was again charged with driving under the influence and was sent back to rehab. Well, her career as an actor came to an end. Fortunately, Bynes was able to get her life back on track and went into fashion designing. It was last reported in 2018 that she was in a happy and healthy place in her life, and we hope it stays that way. Number 7. Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter was the brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter, and he followed his brother's footsteps into the music industry. He was the lead singer of a band at the age of 7 and soon started off his solo career and released his first single, Crush on You. He released his first album in 1997, which proved to be a massive hit all over America and Europe. His next album was released in 2000 and went on to reach triple platinum certification. His music career also got him a chance to act in shows like Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Lizzie McGuire. All this success didn't settle too well with Aaron, as he was arrested for speeding in 2008 and was charged for being in possession of marijuana. The very next year, he became addicted to Xanax, as it helped him take care of his anxiety. He couldn't get rid of the addiction for 3 years and finally got sober in 2012, but he was in heaps of debt due to his excessive spending and long-term investment in luxury items. He filed for bankruptcy in 2013 to clear his massive debt of $3.5 million. The good news is that he is now clean and financially stable. Number 6. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato started acting young and first came on TV as a child star in Barney and Friends. She later moved on to star in the famous Disney movie Camp Rock, along with the Jonas Brothers, and that's when she found her passion for singing as well. She went on to appear in different Disney movies and shows and was soon a successful singer and actor, but stardom takes its toll on everyone. As in 2008, this bright-eyed girl next door started using cocaine on tours and couldn't go without it for more than an hour. Her addiction got so bad that she even smuggled it on planes. Demi finally accepted that she needed help in 2011 and went into rehab for multiple issues including bulimia, drug abuse, and alcohol. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder during rehab. She sobered up in 2013 but has relapsed again in mid-2018 when she was rushed to Cedars Medical Center in Los Angeles for opioid overdose. Number 5.
Russell Horning, aka the Backpack Kid, is credited for popularizing the floss. He became famous when he did it in Saturday Night Live and starring in Katy Perry's music video in 2016. However, in 2018, a lawsuit has been filed on behalf of Russell against Fortnite creators, alleging they breached his copyright for including his signature dance move, flossing. Fan reactions were not okay with that, and some were even mocking him, saying they'll sue Epic Games for using piñatas in the name of all Mexican people, and maybe Teletubbies will sue next. Ouch.
Number 4. Britney Spears. This pop star has been famous for having her face plastered in front of tabloids for numerous wrong reasons. Britney started off from Disney's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but her real fame came in 1995 when she started her music career. She was later in the spotlight for shedding her innocent image with skimpy clothes and mature song themes, which can be seen in her transition from Baby One More Time to I'm a Slave for You. In 2006, she was caught driving with her son on her lap, and this led to serious concerns of her being a responsible parent. She was also accused of sending harsh messages to her fans. After her second divorce, she began clubbing a lot and checked in and out of rehabilitation centers like hotels. In 2007, Spears broke the internet by famously shaving her head before checking into a treatment center. Oops, she did it again. She was later charged with a hit-and-run parking lot incident and spent some time in the hospital for psychiatric evaluation before making her successful return. In 2008, she released her chart-topping album Circus and began her comeback. Number 3. Miley Cyrus. We would call Miley Cyrus extremely lucky for still being in the industry after trying to wreck her career with more than one wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus shot to fame that had been unheard of with her debut as Hannah Montana on Disney Channel. She became an overnight sensation with fans all over the world. Miley climbed the ladder to success in both her singing and acting career with numerous chart-topping triple platinum albums. She had sold-out concerts and rose to fame like no other Disney star before her. But due to the pressure of maintaining the squeaky clean image that Disney required, Miley lost all control. She rose quite a few eyebrows with her explicit performance at the 2013 VMAs, as she showed a side that no one could have ever dreamed of, and things just kept getting worse. Miley was found guilty of drug abuse as well and had a troubled relationship with her boyfriend Liam Hemsworth. She later married him only to get divorced. Number 2. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was the very first YouTube sensation who shot to fame, and soon everyone had the Bieber fever. Bieber was the youngest child celeb to be selling out big arenas and became one of the biggest singing sensations in the world at just the age of 13. But he soon let the fame get to his head, and he was charged for rash driving, spitting on his neighbor and threatening him, urinating in public, and talking trash about former presidents. He was arrested driving under the influence and drag racing in 2014 and was found to be in debt for millions due to his extravagant spending. There was a time when this beloved celebrity became hated worldwide, but Bieber fought back and made a comeback with some amazing hits and proved that he's here to stay. Number 1. Macaulay Culkin. Who does not know Macaulay Culkin? This Home Alone star had been in the showbiz since the age of 4, but his big break in this Christmas movie gave him a success like none other before him. Home Alone became one of the highest grossing films of that time and resulted in a sequel with him and made him the highest earning child celeb of his time. But after his big hit, he wasn't being offered the same roles, and in 2004, Culkin was arrested for possession of marijuana and was harshly dealt with by the press. Culkin later resorted to performing with a Velvet Underground parody band called Pizza Underground, but never got the success he once had. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to always be in the loop. We'll see you in the next one.